Hello everyone. Queuing theory, that's the topic for today video. In this video, I am going to discuss the meaning of queuing theory, operating structure of queuing theory. You can also say operating characteristics of queuing theory, models of queuing theory, and some numerical portion of queuing theory, how to solve the problems of queuing theory through various formula. So I will discuss all these things in this video. So let's start with the meaning of queuing theory. But before discussing the meaning of queuing theory, firstly I will tell you, after completing this chapter, you will be able to know the operating characteristics of queuing theory, operating structure of queuing theory, models of queuing theory, and you can easily solve the questions of queuing theory. So let's start with the meaning of queuing theory or concept of queuing theory. Queuing theory is also known as waiting line theory, and waiting is the queue is a common phenomena of life. Means it's a part of our day-to-day life. We have to wait on a milk boot to get a milk, in a bus shed to board a bus, to pay electricity bill, to pay water bill, to pay taxes. You have to wait in a queue. Taking another example, if you want to pay your fee, college fee, school fee, then you have to wait at a fee counter of your college. So waiting line simply means it's a mathematical model which aims to provide the solution of queuing related problems, waiting line problems, to reduce the waiting time. As you know, queuing theory in easy language, in nutshell language, you can say it is a model which is dealing all types of waiting line problems. Reason being, suppose if any of your customer is waiting in a queue for a last 5 hours, 6 hours for obtaining any of your service, for obtaining your product or some sort of service, you can say, definitely it can create a irritation level or dissatisfaction level among the customers. That might lose your business, that might lose that customer. So these all types of problems solved by queuing theory. So queuing theory is a mathematical model which is discovered by Danish engineer A.K. Enland in 1900, which aims to provide the solution of all problems related to waiting time as well as waiting time cost. That's the main objective of queuing theory, to reduce the waiting time cost. So, in nutshell, in brief, queuing theory is a mathematical model by which you can easily analyze the waiting time. You can easily calculate the waiting time. You can easily reduce the waiting time. Or beside this, apart from this, you can easily identify how many customers are waiting in a queue for obtaining your service. How many customers are waiting, calculate all types of customer, those who are waiting in a queue for obtaining some sort of service from the side of your company. So queuing theory is a mathematical model which aims to provide the solution of waiting time as well as waiting time cost. On the basis of queuing theory, you can easily identify either we have to increase our service channel or either we have to decrease our service channel. Suppose if queue length is large, most of the customers are waiting in a queue day to day life every day, then you have to take decision, should I increase our service channel or not. If suppose your customer base is limited, no one is waiting, your service provider is idle all time, then you have to take decision, either I should decrease my service station. So these all types of problems solved by queuing theory. Clear the meaning of queuing theory? So in brief, queuing theory is a mathematical model which is discovered by Danish engineer A.K. Enland in 1900, which aims to provide the solution of waiting time or objective of reduce the waiting time cost. So that's the meaning of queuing theory. Clear? Is there any problem in the meaning of queuing theory? So under queuing theory, there are basic two terms. One is arrival rate, second one is service rate. Before discussing these two terms, firstly I will discuss the operating characteristics of queuing theory. What's the features of queuing theory? So there are mainly 5 features, 5 characteristics. You can say these are the operating structure of queuing theory. First is queue length. Queue length, as per name says, the average number of customers in the queue waiting to get service. Queue length simply means average number of customers waiting in a queue to get service. दैट्स कॉल्ड क्यू लेंथ. और जितनी क्यू लेंथ बढ़ेगी डिससेटिस्फेक्शन इरिटेशन लेवल उतना ही इंक्रीज होगा. सो योर मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव टू रिड्यूस द क्यू लेंथ सो डेट कस्टमर आपके साथ बना रहे, रिटेन रहे. अदरवाइज यू माइट लूज योर कस्टमर, यू माइट लूज योर बिजनेस. So queue length means how many customers are waiting in a queue to avail your service, to get your service. That's the meaning of queue length. Second is system length. System length simply means the average number of customers in a system, those waiting to be and those being serviced. It means under system length you have to calculate total number of customers, those who are still waiting in a queue or those who are already availed their service. You have to calculate total number of customer. One more time I repeat, what's the difference between queue length and system length? Queue length simply means how many customer presently waiting in a queue. That's called queue length. System length, how many customer they have gone after availing their service and how many still waiting in a queue. So you have to calculate sum total, those who are already availed their service or those who are still waiting to get service. So that's the meaning of system length. Clear? Third point is waiting time in a queue. Waiting time in a queue, as per the name says, the average time that a customer has to spend, the average time that a customer has to wait in a queue to get service. कि कितना टाइम कस्टमर को वेट करना पड़ता है अपनी सर्विस के लिए. सपोज if you go to movie hall, PVR, so how many time you have to wait to get the movie ticket. तो कितना टाइम आपको क्यू में लगाना पड़ता है. सपोज आपसे पहले 10 मेंबर्स हैं और जो सर्विस प्रोवाइडर है वो हर बंदे पे 1 मिनट लगा रहा है. देन यू हैव टू वेट 10 मिनट्स इन ए क्यू. यू हैव टू स्पेंड 10 मिनट्स. So that's called waiting time in a queue. कि how much time customer has to wait. The average time that a customer has to wait in a queue to get service. और this time is जितना longer होगा उतना ही dissatisfaction बढ़ेगा. Simple means waiting time and dissatisfaction both are positive correlated. If waiting time increases, dissatisfaction level is also increases. Next one is total time in a queue. Total time in a system, total time in a system simply means the average time that a customer spends in a system from entry to exit. In a system means when you suppose you join a queue at 10 AM. After getting ticket, आपको time लग गया 10:10. Then you have to spend 10 minutes. 10 पे आपने एंट्री करी और 10:10 पे आप फ्री हुए. फ्रॉम एंट्री टू एग्जिट. नाउ व्हाट्स द डिफरेंस बिटवीन थर्ड पॉइंट एंड फोर्थ पॉइंट? वेटिंग टाइम इन ए क्यू, हाउ मच टाइम यू हैव टू वेट आपकी टर्न आने तक. कि सपोज आपसे पहले 10 बंदे खड़े थे, 10 मेंबर्स आर वेटिंग बिफोर यू और आप अपने आप आगे उस पे फर्स्ट पे, तो आपका स्टॉप वॉच वहीं पे रुक जाएगा. तो डेट्स कॉल्ड टोटल टाइम, वेटिंग टाइम. टोटल टाइम इज अब कुछ टाइम सर्विस प्रोवाइडर भी लेगा सिस्टम चलाने में, टिकट्स पूछने में, पेमेंट करने में. तो वो टाइम भी आपको कैलकुलेट करना है. डेट्स कॉल्ड टोटल टाइम इन द सिस्टम. तो टोटल टाइम मींस फ्रॉम एंट्री टू एग्जिट. दैट टाइम यू हैव टू कंसिडर कि द एवरेज टाइम दैट कस्टमर स्पेंड इन द सिस्टम फ्रॉम एंट्री टू एग्जिट. लास्ट फीचर इज आइडल. Last is service idle time. Service idle time, as per name suggests, your system remain idle. Your service provider is remain busy with their personal call. You are waiting for your service, but service provider busy with his personal work, attending personal call. तो उस टाइम जितना सिस्टम खाली जा रहा है, तो ऑब्वियसली जितना सर्विस आइडल टाइम बढ़ेगा, कंपनी कॉस्ट इंक्रीज होगी. बिकॉज कोई भी कंपनी कभी भी नहीं चाहती, एनी कंपनी नेवर वांट्स कि उसका एम्प्लॉय खाली बैठे. तो सर्विस आइडल टाइम क्या होगा? व्हेन योर सिस्टम रिमेन आइडल, व्हेन सर्विस प्रोवाइडर रिमेन बिजी विद देयर पर्सनल कॉल्स, पर्सनल वर्क, and he or she will not attending any, he is not attending any customer. customer is still waiting for service, but service provider busy with his phone, or you can say with his personal work. So on that time when system remain free, system service provider free, system remain idle, that's called service idle time. Clear? Is there any problem in the meaning of queue length, system length, waiting time in a queue, total time in the system, and service idle time? Let me repeat one more time. Queue length simply means the average how many customer waiting in a queue to avail their service. That's called queue length. System length, total time from entry to exit. So that's called system length. Waiting time, the average time customer has to spend in a queue. And total time in the system, the average time that customer has to spend from entry to exit. And service idle time, when your service remain idle, the relative frequency with which the service system is remain idle. So idle time is directly related to cost. Clear? So now next part is basic concepts of queuing theory, basic terms of queuing theory. Mainly there are two terms that we use in queuing theory, and that two terms will also useful in your numerical part. Whenever you solve your numerical portion, these terms use again and again. Will use again and again. One is arrival rate, second one is service rate. Now what is arrival rate? Arrival rate, first of all, arrival rate denoted by lambda, or that's the sign of lambda, and service rate denoted by mu. Now what is arrival rate? As per name says, arrival rate means that rate at which customer are coming in the system. It could be banking system, it could be railway system, it could be airport system. कि कितने कस्टमर आपके उसमें आ रहे हैं सिस्टम में सर्विस लेने के लिए. डेट्स कॉल्ड अराइवल. कि मीन्स कितने टाइम पीरियड के बाद. सपोज इफ टाइम पीरियड इज मेंशन कि टाइम गैप बिटवीन टू सक्सेसिव कस्टमर इज 10 मिनट्स. तो 1 आवर में आप कितने कस्टमर अटेंड करोगे? हाउ मेनी कस्टमर यू विल अटेंड विद इन 1 आवर. इफ कस्टमर अराइवल रेट, if two customer arrival rate of between two successive customer is 10 minutes, और 1 आवर में आप कितने अटेंड करोगे? हाउ मेनी कस्टमर यू विल अटेंड? 6 कस्टमर पर आवर. 1 आवर इक्वल टू 60 मिनट, और 10 मिनट में एक कस्टमर आ रहा है, उसके 10 मिनट दूसरा कस्टमर, डेफिनेटली यू विल अटेंड 6 कस्टमर पर आवर. तो डेट्स कॉल्ड अराइवल रेट. कि that rate at which your customers are coming in the system. It could be banking system, railway system, airport system, runway system. And service rate. Service rate means that rate, that frequency at which the service provider sitting at the service counter can provide service to customer. कि जिस रेट पे आपका सर्विस प्रोवाइडर कस्टमर को सर्विस दे रहा है, तो डेट्स कॉल्ड सर्विस रेट. So service rate simply means that rate, you can say that frequency at which the clerk sitting at the service counter can provide service to the customer. So it is a frequency. It is a frequency at which the service provider at the service counter can provide service to the customer. Suppose service provide time is, service rate is 5 minutes per customer. कि service provider service provider spends 5 minutes on per customer, then he will attend in 1 hour 12 customer. 1 hour equal to 60 minutes, और 5 minutes वो पर कस्टमर को लगाता है, पर कस्टमर को वो टाइम देता है. then definitely he will attend 12 customers per hour. तो that's the service rate. कि किस रेट से वो कस्टमर को अटेंड करता है, सर्विस प्रोवाइड करता है अपनी सीट पे बैठे बैठे. तो डेट्स कॉल्ड सर्विस रेट. One thing keep in mind while doing your practical question, while putting the value of service rate and arrival rate, you both things you have to calculate in per hour before applying in any formula. Before putting your value in any formula, firstly you have to calculate these two things in per hour. Clear? So there are some formulas of this chapter. First formula: the probability that the service facility is busy. The probability that the service facility is busy means your service provider always remain busy. He is not free. Then what's the formula to calculate the probability that service facility is busy? The formula is lambda divided by mu. That's the formula of when your service provider remain busy with his work. he is not free, he is not free. So that's the formula lambda divided by mu. Clear? One more thing, the probability that a service facility is busy, the other name of this formula, machine utilization ratio. Write down probability that a service facility is busy, also known as machine utilization ratio. कि आपका सर्विस चैनल, मशीन यूटिलाइजेशन मीन्स कि जो भी सर्विस प्रोवाइडर जो भी मशीन यूज कर रहा है वो हमेशा बिजी कब होगी, जब वो कस्टमर्स को अटेंड कर रहा होगा. देन इफ mention in a statement, calculate the machine utilization ratio, same formula you have to apply lambda upon mu. So that's the formula of machine utilization ratio, also known as this point is also known as traffic intensity. If it is mentioned in a statement, calculate the value of traffic intensity, then you have to apply then you will have to apply same formula lambda upon mu. Or in other words, mentioned in a statement, the probability that a customer on his arrival to the service station will have to wait. Means जब कस्टमर सर्विस स्टेशन पे आता है उसको वेट करना पड़ रहा है, और वेट कब करना पड़ेगा, जब सर्विस चैनल बिजी होगा. तो आई एम वेरी थर्स्टी, आई नीड ए 1 गिलास ऑफ वाटर, बात एक ही है. सो कुछ भी मेंशन हो, फॉर्मूला स्टिल सेम लैम्डा अपॉन में म्यू. तो मेंशन क्या क्या हो सकता है? Probability that a service facility is busy, probability that customer on his arrival to service station will have to wait, machine utilization ratio and traffic intensity. So formula is lambda upon mu. Now the second formula, just opposite from first formula. In first formula I mentioned when system remain busy, when service providers remain busy. Now second formula, probability that the service facility is idle. Service provider is sitting idle, he don't have any work, he don't have any customer, he is still free, waiting for the customers. So what's the formula? As you know, the total probability is always equal to 1, as I already told you in business statistics in last semester. And probability of success is equal to 1. Probability of success is equal to 1. And probability of failure is equal to 1 minus p. Remember, if probability of success is denoted by p and probability of failure is denoted by 1 minus p, that is equivalent to q. Remember this formula. In first formula, probability that a service system is busy, formula is lambda upon mu. In second formula, probability that a service facility is free, idle. If service provider is busy, then formula is lambda minus mu, means probability of success is p. अब आपको निकालनी है आइडल की, मीन्स फेलियर की. तो टोटल प्रोबेबिलिटी 1 होती है, 1 में से अगर सक्सेस की माइनस करोगे तो फेलियर की आ जाएगी. तो सेम फॉर्मूला, टोटल प्रोबेबिलिटी इज 1, तो 1 माइनस लैम्डा अपॉन में म्यू. तो दैट्स द फॉर्मूला ऑफ प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट द सर्विस फैसिलिटी इज आइडल. और इन अदर वर्ड्स यू कैन से प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट देयर इज ए नो कस्टमर्स इन ए सिस्टम, कि कस्टमर्स ही नहीं है, देन फॉर्मूला इज 1 माइनस लैम्डा अपॉन में म्यू. क्लियर? इज देयर एनी प्रॉब्लम इन दीज टू फॉर्मूलाज? थर्ड फॉर्मूला, expected or average waiting time in the system. Expected or average waiting time in the system. Then formula is 1 divided by mu minus lambda. Expected or average waiting time in the system. Or one thing keep in mind, this formula, this value you have to calculate in per hour, total hours. So whatever answer you obtain by solving this formula, you have to mention hours. जैसे सपोज आंसर आ रहा है 20, देन यू हैव टू मेंशन 20 आवर्स. क्लियर? फोर्थ फॉर्मूला, एक्सपेक्टेड एंड एवरेज वेटिंग टाइम इन द क्यू. इन ऑपरेटिंग कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स आई ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन द मीनिंग ऑफ वेटिंग टाइम इन द सिस्टम और वेटिंग टाइम इन द क्यू. नाउ द फोर्थ फॉर्मूला, एक्सपेक्टेड एंड एवरेज वेटिंग टाइम इन द क्यू. फॉर्मूला इज लैम्डा अपॉन में म्यू इंटू 1 डिवाइडेड बाय म्यू माइनस लैम्डा. सेम ऊपर वाला फॉर्मूला, जस्ट मल्टीप्लाई करना है आपको फर्स्ट फॉर्मूले से. देखो, एक्सपेक्टेड एट एवरेज वेटिंग टाइम इन द क्यू. अब क्यू में कितने वेट कर रहे हैं, ऊपर वाला सिस्टम वाला फॉर्मूला, प्लस फर्स्ट फॉर्मूला जब सिस्टम रिमेन बिजी. जब सिस्टम बिजी होगा ऑन दैट टाइम कस्टमर हैज टू वेट फॉर हिज टर्न। तो फर्स्ट फॉर्मूला इसके साथ पुट हो गया। रीजन बीइंग प्रोबेबिलिटी में व्हेन एवर एंड इज कम यू हैव टू यूज मल्टीप्लिकेशन थ्योरम। तो एवरेज वेटिंग टाइम इन अ क्यू, कस्टमर को कब वेट करना पड़ेगा, व्हेन सिस्टम रिमेन बिजी। तो सिस्टम रिमेन बिजी का फर्स्ट फॉर्मूला था और ऊपर से वेटिंग टाइम का थर्ड फॉर्मूला था, दोनों को मिक्स करके मैंने फॉर्मूला बना दिया फोर्थ फॉर्मूला। एंड फिफ्थ फॉर्मूला, एक्सपेक्टेड एंड एवरेज नंबर ऑफ कस्टमर्स इन द सिस्टम। Average number of customers in the system, the formula is lambda divided by mu minus lambda. And one more thing, keep in mind, whatever answer you obtain by solving this formula, you have to calculate value in customer per hour. Suppose answer is 20, so 20 customer per hour. Clear? Now the sixth formula, expected or average number of customers waiting in a queue, or you can also say this formula in other words, examiner can ask expected or average queue length. Then you will apply same formula, lambda upon में mu into lambda upon में mu minus lambda. Clear? Or this formula also calculate customer per hour form. And the second last formula, probability of having k or more customers in a system. Probability of having k means constant. Let's say if it's mentioned in a statement, find the probability 5 or more customers are waiting in a system. 5 or more customers, so here k stands for 5. K stands for constant customer, that is given in the statement, find the probability of 5 and more customers, so k stands for 5. If this thing asked in a statement, then formula is lambda upon में mu की par k means 5 customer. If I take the example of find the probability of 5 or more customer. Last formula, probability of having more than k customer in a system. Probability of having more than k customer in a system. Now instead of saying find the probability of 5 or more customer, it's mentioned find the probability of more than 7 customer, more than 5 customer. 5 or more नहीं mention है, 5 more than 5 customer. Then formula is lambda upon में mu par k plus 1, 5 plus 1, 5 or more कुछ भी हो सकता तो plus 1. Clear? So these are the formulas of Queen theory. So firstly revise this formula. In my next video, I will explain the numerical part. So before applying the numerical part, firstly you have to go through this formula, cram all these formulas, plus revise all the operating characteristics of Queen theory. Reason being, in numerical part, these words used in numerical portion like queue length, queue system, waiting time in a queue service. So you should know all these concepts. So in my next video, I will explain the numerical part plus models of Queen theory. So is there any problem in any method, any formula, you can put your query in the query portion. Otherwise you can ask through WhatsApp. Thank you so much. So revise all the concepts of Queen theory. In my next video, I will discuss the models of Queen theory and all the practical portion of Queen theory. If you like my video, kindly subscribe my channel, share my channel. Thank you so much. Happy learning. Thank you so much.